phone is a really, core element of our everyday life. But on the other hand, we don't know anything about it. We didn't start as a company, we started as a campaign. And the campaign question was, how can we give visibility to the situation in Eastern Congo? Millions of people died in wars related to the mining of these minerals we use in our mobile devices. So what we said is, and with my background as a designer, I said, you know what? Why don't we make a device, make a phone? We've been announced the fastest growing tech startup of Europe by the Next Web, which says something about the speed in which we grew. We grew from 2 people to over 40 people in 2 years. We made, in the first 1.5 years of our existence, we made a turnover of 16 million euros. First actually was through crowdfunding, and then in 3 weeks more than 10,000 people bought the phone. So we had over 3.5 million euros on the bank account. We didn't know how to make a phone. And you can imagine me laying in bed at night crying, and my wife, going at me like, "Bas, come on, you can do it. You started this, so you have to, you really have to go for it now. It's a success." All components are actually built up as modules, and people can actually exchange those modules, repair those modules themselves. We work with mines, local mines in Eastern Congo, and where we get our tin, our tantalum from. So we contribute to the actual economic situation in the Congo instead of avoiding the country, which a lot of companies are doing. If you produce phones, you produce waste, right? And by doing that, by making a fair phone, we're already kind of in a paradox. So what we said is we want to take back phones as well to source minerals. So we've collected over 60,000 phones in the Ghana, and we got them back to Belgian refinery to take back to the minerals to be used in the supply chain again. I might call myself an idealist, but I also know that the world works in a certain way, and you have to business is an important mechanism to actually create change. That's why we set up Fairphone. That's why we started a company, instead of doing an art project, for example. And fellow designer of mine has once said, we're all hippies with business plans. The mechanism we use to change things is a commercial model. And by being part of the economic system and the market mechanism, we are able to actually put those idealist kind of values into the core of what moves the world. So we're not in it to become the biggest phone company in the world. But by doing what we do, we show that there's a market, we grow a demand, and if the demand grows, the market will follow. That's the way the world works, right?